You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
You want to see some real speed? Yeah, how about Abby Steiner on Saturday? The UK sprinter, not only the 200-meter champion at the NCAA Indoor Championships, she also tied the fastest mark ever by a collegiate woman indoors for the 200. A scorching 22.38 seconds as she takes home the gold. Count that as the fifth fastest indoor time in world history. Talk, Eli. And as we mentioned earlier, Steiner was one of 17 Wildcats who earned All-America honors during the NCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships. Keith caught up with her today.
Well, Abby, how does indoor NCAA champion sound to you?
It sounds amazing.
How about all the, I can't even go through all the records. It'll take up too much time. But also that, just to have done this in record fashion, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, it's really cool seeing all of that come to life. Me and my coach always talk about all of our goals at the very beginning of the season when we start training in September. So these have been goals that I've had written down on paper for months, and that's really like the main focus of our training, just to write them down, keep them in mind, and then once the season comes, execute them. So it's really cool seeing how what we once talked about in September at the beginning of fall training is now coming to life and has happened.
So take me back to that day in Arkansas, and just as you're getting into the blocks, I mean, the pressure had to be there a little bit because you were such a heavy favorite in this. So what's going through your mind before the gun goes off?
It was, there is a lot of pressure being the favorite, but I think I had been confident in how my races had been going this season. So I knew that if I executed my race plan, like me and my coach have been talking about all season, then that would pay off. So that was really the main focus, is staying focused on what I need to do during the race instead of anything else on the outside. And that really keeps you grounded and focused on what you need to do to achieve the time and title that you want.
Tying the indoor collegiate record, 22.38. When you tie it, do you just think, oh, what if? Just an eyelash faster?
Yeah, it's funny because my goal I had written down was like 22.37. So, I mean, obviously I'm honored to tie the collegiate record, but of course it leaves you wanting a little bit more when you don't quite get it and you're so close.
I think it's so cool hearing your name along those lines with, world best, facility best, all that. But to me, to have your personal best, and it seemed like you continued to do that through the year, means that you're getting better, right?
Right.
I mean, do you feel like, that's something that you're just kind of building on, and that the best is still out there?
Yeah. I think especially this was one of the first seasons that I've had solely dedicated to track. So last year was really the first year that I just ran track. But obviously with Corona, that kind of got interrupted with the training and everything. So this is really the first year I've had to solely dedicate, however many months of fall training to track. So I've learned a lot and I've improved a lot. My technique has improved a lot. So it's really exciting seeing what all of that focus is doing for my times and for my technique.
And what do the facility records mean to you? To have your name on those places, that aren't the place that you run at, I mean, that has to be something that's kind of special too.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially like seeing all of the great company that has ran at some of these places. So it's just an honor to have your name up there with some of the world's best.
But you told me there's one place that you don't have that you'd probably love to have more than any place, right?
Yep, Kentucky.
I mean, that's amazing. Why? What's it going to take there? You're going to try and get them to put more meets here in Lexington?
I know, seriously. I might have to schedule a few in so I can get that one.
All right, so now the emphasis, I guess, eventually is going to shift to outdoor. Does anything change there as you prepare from going indoor to outdoor?
I don't think it necessarily changes. We're taking this week and just kind of resetting, and then we'll get back into our hard training and just kind of go through that cycle, that similar cycle that we did for indoor. But just rewriting goals for outdoor this time, meeting with my coach and going through all of that, and just continue to keep working hard in practice.
And I guess I've always got to continually ask you about, Olympics being out there and everything. So where do you stand since the last time I talked to you? Is your thought process into trying to make an Olympic team?
Yeah, of course, that's definitely the goal. I haven't sat down with my coach yet and talked about my goals for this outdoor season, but I think I'd mentioned to you previously, I prefer to take it like one season at a time. So now that indoor is done, I'm like, okay, let's reset, write the goals for outdoor season, and then kind of treat Olympic trials as its own separate thing. So I think the main focus now will be, what are my goals for SEC outdoors? What are my goals for NCAA outdoors? And then once that's done, obviously shift the focus to the Olympic team.
Abby, it's always great to catch up with you. Look forward to doing it again as all these more, I'm sure many, many personal bests, world records, everything come along. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Well, another Monday means another day with our guy, Tom Leach. He'll chat with us about the Kentucky connections in this year's NCAA tournament, including some potential savagery from AD Mitch Barnhart. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.